Well, we got a sideline hit for you with Josh Miskey with a furry friend. That's the golden retriever I was referring to you guys about.
On the field, it's Wet Nose Wednesday here at Shepherd Stadium. I made a friend. This is Cooper. Hey, Cooper, what do you think about this game so far? He says it's been a bit of a mistake-filled game for both sides. He ran off. Anyway, it's been a bit of a mistake-filled game. Kind of like what the first game was. You know, the first game, a lot of home runs, 6 of them. But in this one, it's been about the mistakes. 3 of the Chili Peppers' 4 runs have come across via pass balls, and the 2 runs that the 2 of the 3 runs that were scored by the Pilots came on a 2-out error after that. So it's been about the mistakes in game 2. Welcome back to Shepherd Stadium. The Chili Peppers up 2-0 on a home run by Michael Dolberry. You know, that's the first home run by someone not named Alex Christie since back on Saturday, July 15th. You know, Christie, his last 2 games, he's been on a tear. 3 home runs in his last 2 games, and he's going to be due up in this inning, looking to add to it. Let's send it back upstairs to Will and MJ. Welcome back, Chili Peppers, looking for the first run of the game here in the bottom of the 4th, and you could say number 4, maybe their lucky number now. They just had 4 All-Stars named to the 2023 All-Star team this past Monday, and one of those being Michael Dolberry. If you missed earlier today, we talked to him before the game, and he was talking about how simplifying his approach has really led to his success this season. He had a tough go of it in college this year for Longwood, hitting just 167 and 7 RBIs. But this season, a totally different story in the CPL. Hitting north of 300, looking for his first hit today, though. But he leads the team currently with 31 RBIs. And we'll talk some more about our 3 other Chili Pepper All-Stars coming up later in this game, and maybe on Thursday, if we have time. Send it back upstairs to Will and MJ. On the field pregame with one of our 4 All-Stars this season, Michael Dolberry, the center fielder for your Chili Peppers. Now, Mike, you've had a great season for us so far. It's been a while since we chatted with you last. How are you feeling about this All-Star selection?
Blessed. I'm thankful that I was selected, and still got to keep working.
Now, you had a tough season in your college year, but then you come here and you found when I wrote about this, I said a little bit more than something. Yeah. What would you clarify as that little bit of something?
I think just finding out my approach, talking with JB, talking swing with JB, trying to simple everything down, and just getting in a groove, in a consistent groove to where I could just build something every day.
It's working really well. Now, you maybe don't see this or maybe don't pay attention when you're watching. He's a good shoe matcher. So why do you do that? And what's your favorite thing about shoe matching? Which is your favorite color of your shoes?
My favorite color, probably either these or my reds. And it just all happened. It just all happened to where I had cleats from school, and then last summer I found these and my red ones for $50 each on Amazon in my size 13 and a half, and it just worked out perfectly. So then I just thought about different colorways I could, mix it up. Like one game last summer, I went my left foot was red and my right foot was green for Christmas in July. So that was cool. And I just like to play around and just experiment.
$100 makes you look fly on the baseball field. That's all for now down here from the field with Michael Dolberry. We'll get some more of your Chili Pepper All-Stars coming up in these next coming home games, and we'll talk about them later in the game. So let's set it upstairs now to Will and MJ. Field pregame with Alex Christie, and Alex has had an impressive last couple of games. 3 homers in his last 2 games against the Martinsville Mustangs. Looking to keep that going tonight in a doubleheader against the Peninsula Pilots. So, Alex, what's been your key to success here recently? You started off not so great, but it's been coming alive recently with your bat.
It definitely started off rough, and baseball is such a frustrating game, and what I give it to is just me staying with it and coming here every day and just keeping the love for the game. I feel like not a whole lot has changed about my swing except for just like my mental state. Just you hit one, you get a little more confidence, and baseball is all confidence. So I would say it's probably confidence for me and just trusting myself.
So and we've seen you at a couple of different positions this season. Recently, you've been playing a lot of shortstop. What's your favorite position out there? Do you have a preference of which position you play?
I just like being out there, but if I had to pick, definitely shortstop. Shortstop's so much fun. You get to come in on balls, throw from different arm angles, cutoffs, cutting people down. Shortstop for sure. I love shortstop.
Alex Christie, the shortstop, batting number 6 today, I do believe. 6 or 7, one of those. It's down there in the bottom third. It doesn't matter, but that's going to be okay because Alex Christie is going to have another 2 home runs tonight.
I would love it. I'm here for it.
We'd love it too against the Peninsula Pilots, a team that the Chili Peppers haven't been too good against recently, and they're playing really well, trying to change that here tonight. Let's send it upstairs to Will and Welcome back to the field. A tough loss for the Chili Peppers and head coach James Bierlein. A 12-9 final in extra innings, 12 innings, one of the longest games we've had this season. JB, your thoughts on a pretty frustrating loss for your team?
I mean, I think if you look at it, us coming back from where we were down and being able to tie it, and then putting up, some zeros in extra innings and having a chance to win, it just, it's frustrating to feel like we can't buy a win right now, but the boys came out. I mean, we were down all game and felt like nothing was going our way, and then all of a sudden in 2 innings we put up 6-7 runs to tie it and come back and force extra innings. And so super proud of the guys for fighting and never giving up. I mean, it just shows you the character and the makeup of these players. Like, you can shut us down for 7 innings and we might come back in the 8th and the 9th and win or tie and keep the game going.
Coach, a really great performance tonight from catcher Henry Cook. Pair of hits, pair of RBIs, back picked a guy at second, threw out a guy stealing. I was told by assistant coach PJ Pavey this afternoon that Cole Garrett done for the season with a little bit of an elbow injury. Obviously, he was an all-star, but going off the performance from Cook tonight, how excited are you for him to be sort of the new everyday catcher with the rest of the season here?
Oh yeah, I mean they were both everyday catchers. I think having Cook behind the plate is definitely a game changer with his arm. I don't think you see that arm on a catcher come around a lot. Like, very rarely do you ever see a guy like that. So he's definitely a game changer from that perspective. He's been hitting well, and I think the more bats he gets, he's just going to continue to hit. But no, he's fantastic behind the plate. And we got another Kyle Wilson who's paid his dues through the season. He's perfect guy to back up Cook, and he's gonna hold his own. He's fine as well.
Not only Henry Cook was hot behind the plate, the whole team, it seemed like, was fighting off pitches, especially early on, long extended at bats. They weren't getting the results to go their way, but towards the end of the game, especially in the 8th and 9th innings, stuff started to fall. Did you ever have to go and remind them that, hey, you guys are doing the right things, it's not falling our way?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just kind of the story of our season. Like, we were having good at bats, and we hit a couple balls really hard tonight, and just right at people or with 2 outs, and it gets out of the inning with runners on base. I thought we did a good job when we faced Moran. This is the 4th time we faced him now. He's an incredible pitcher. He's had our number. I think we've only gotten to him once. But being able to get him out in the 5th and not let him go 6 or 7 like he has done in the past, I think our guys put together better at bats against him. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do when you see a guy 4 times. And super proud of these guys. And we still got 13 games left, and we have the opportunity and the ability to win 13 in a row if we need to, and if we get hot. So hopefully this was a spark to get us going.
Coach, another guy I want to talk about too. You talking about balls, not falling or hitting it hard right at people. Dalton Hurst, a guy that seems all summer long, has been hitting the ball really well, really hard. It's just gone right at people. I've had conversations about him that just haven't been falling. Yeah. Finally got a few to fall today, but hit 2 really hard balls. One that could have been the walk-off hit that didn't fall. I see you guys working at batting practice, talking about his approach, talking about his swing. Yeah. What have you seen from Dalton progressing through this summer that has made him a better hitter and made him start to get the results he wants to?
I think just him understanding who he is as a hitter. He had made a comment to me a couple of times. It's like, I've doubled the amount of strikeouts that I've ever struck out here this year. I was like, yeah, look, like, here's an approach. Like, you're getting a little too big. When you're on the left side, stay through the shortstop's head. When you're on the right side, stay through the second baseman's head. Different in counts, different minds. I mean, he's been a pleasure to work with. He has taken every ounce of, advice that I've given him in stride, and he's put it to work, and you can tell it's paying off. Like, I know he gets frustrated when he hits guys, but it's like, it's a good at bat. Like, he's not striking out. Like, that's huge for him. That shouldn't be part of his game, and he's making that adjustment, and he's going to continue to grow, and he's going to be a heck of a baseball player. He already is.
So an opportunity for the Chili Peppers going ahead tomorrow. It's a split squad game. They play the Martinsville Mustangs at their place tomorrow. JB is going to be going up there. We're all going to be staying here for the other half of that. The Chili Peppers taking on the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs in exhibition action here on Flow Sports. We'll send it to the night for tonight. 12-9, the final score. Signing off, I'm Josh Miskey for MJ Newsom. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on Flow Sports.